Listener discretion is advised. 2, 1, go. Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. LoveLine, coast to coast.
Hey, LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew over there. Phone number, 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number, 310-854-4455. Dr. Drew is a board-certified physician and addiction medicine specialist. Tonight, our guest is the love that the two hosts find between each other. And it's possible tonight, Drew.
Oh, really?
I took a 35-minute nap.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
Skipped a little rope.
Wow.
Feeling fresh.
Did you?
Took a shower. Use shampoo.
What?
Shampoo. Oh, yes.
Did your skin react in some strange way? Or
No.
this could be like an experiment, like a feral child. You know, what happens when we expose their skin to soap?
Ongawa! First, I thought my skin was rolling off, but it turned out just to be a layer of soot.
Did you see Survivor tonight? Did you hear about this?
The guy fell in the fire pit.
Burned his hands off. Oh,
Yeah.
awful.
You know, I had the TV sort of on, but I was skipping some rope and had the stereo going. I couldn't quite figure out what was going on. How did he fall in the fire?
I didn't get that part.
Oh, all right.
What was it?
He inhaled smoke, got lightheaded, and fell in. How did he suck up the smoke, Anderson?
I guess lack of food. He was just sitting there trying to get a high or something by sucking in the smoke, and he passed out. Fell into the fire. Yeah.
He was trying to get a buzz?
Well, I don't know. I mean, they didn't say that, but what else are you sucking in smoke for? Maybe he was just like meditating.
I don't
over the
know.
smoke.
Or just trying to get warm. Or, who knows?
I don't know. There's not enough farting on that show for me. That's
well, that goes without saying.
You put me, feed me nothing but rice, and put me on a camp.
They don't even rice. There's nothing.
Drew, they eat rice. That's what they.
That was in the
exist
last
off of.
Survivor. I thought they weren't even.
No,
doing that
they
this time.
exist off of rice.
Are they getting rice this time?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Drew, please try not to talk this show. Do you have to talk every show?
Yeah, I have to.
Lazy? Let's try an experiment. Let's do a show where you don't talk.
Yeah. I thought they were having to find all their own food. I didn't realize they got
No, they got to have a base thing to exist off of.
Well, look at that. The one team is like they look like Civil War prisoner
people.
Prisoner of war.
Lacey,
Hello?
you're 19.
Yeah.
What's up?
Okay, actually, it's pronounced lackey.
All right, who cares?
All right, I've been long-time listener, first-time caller. You guys are awesome.
Hold on a second. Let me give a little speech to phone screener Lauren.
Sure.
Lacy is how you spell it? Hello?
Yeah.
Lackey?
Yeah.
That's how you spell your name?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Lacey.
Lacey.
You still would have said Lacey.
I still would have said Lacey. Here's the deal, Lauren. If she pronounces it lackey, just spell it lackey. Know what I'm saying? 'Cause otherwise, I'm going to always do it. All right, lackey. What's up?
All right. Okay. Me and my boyfriend, okay, I do this with my finger also. So me and my boyfriend have been having anal sex for a couple of months now. And, like, you know when you go number 2, like you're going to take a crap, you push to get the crap out, right? Well, if you push like that while you're having anal sex, it feels really good.
It
so
does?
I've been doing that lately.
Oh, hold on. Is this Lackey the person with breasts?
What?
Lackey the girl, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, see that, Drew?
Ah.
Go ahead.
All right. And, like a jelly. Dr. Drew, have you ever heard of this? It's like a, like hair gel, like white with like a little, like a light yellow tint has been coming out of my anal hole, and it's scaring the crap out of me. I don't know what it is. Like
No ass.
Huh?
Yeah.
That's the point.
I see. So it's not actual hair gel. It's not mousse that's coming out of your anus yet. It appears like it.
It's not a lubricant, you guys
I'm
are
guessing
using?
it smells different than the hair stuff, though, right?
Yeah.
Because the hair stuff smells...
It doesn't have a smell.
Right. Hair stuff smells like green apples, and this smells like ass. Yeah.
You'd think it would smell like crap since it's coming out of the same hole, but it doesn't at all. It's like, it doesn't smell like anything.
I bet it does a little.
No, not at all.
Just a little.
No.
I'm doing the ass math and I know if it's extruded from your rear end, it's got just a little anus on it.
No, see, that's what you would think, right? But it doesn't.
Listen, you put wine in a Boda bag, it tastes like leather. You squeeze something out of your ass, it's gonna smell like ass.
Well, you are God, Adam. So
all right,
I'm not going to argue with you.
All right,
but
Drew, what should she do?
What the hell is it?
Probably just mucus. But,
Mucus?
Yeah.
Can I say the A word on?
Yeah.
Ass?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, mucus comes out of your ass.
Really?
Yes, when the area is irritated and not doing, ungodly things are happening.
Is your boyfriend wearing a condom?
No. Well, sometimes I do it with my fingers also.
Uh-huh. What's up with you, Lackey?
What do you mean?
You got any problems other than the mucus in the ass?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
No kidding.
What's up?
I have been raped like 70 times. No kidding. I've counted like all the different people. Like
70?
72 actually. I've counted actually.
You've how do you get? You're only 19.
No kidding.
I mean, what'd you do? Get raped every other day since you started your period?
It sucks, man. I mean, I don't know why, but for some reason I just have like this huge magnet of rapers or rapists that they're just magnetic. Attractive.
Do they think they're raping, or do they think they're just having sex with somebody who wants to have sex with them?
No.
I'm just curious what their perception.
Hold on, I think she stumbled on a new invention, the rape magnet.
Yeah. It's a man-show invention.
All right. Hey, baby, you got to get some counseling.
Well, yeah, I have, but they piss me off.
I know.
The therapists, they piss me off. They, like you say, all right, like I tell them, okay, I'm turning 19 and I'm really excited about my birthday, and then they just go off, like come into all these stupid conclusions.
Hey,
like,
Lackey.
Nothing to do with what I tell them, yeah?
Listen to me. You know I'm a god, right?
Yes.
Your life is a mess.
Mm-hmm.
There's
you not listening to people and trusting your own instincts has gotten you raped 72 times. Okay?
Right, that's right.
Yeah.
You understand? It's time for you to turn the controls over, hand the stick to somebody else, let them fly for a while.
All right.
A professional.
All right.
Not the anal rapist, the professional.
No, that's my boyfriend that's doing it.
Yes, I know. You need to get back into counseling, into therapy, and listen. And whatever they tell you to do, I don't care what it feels like, you do it.
That's right.
Oh, my God.
Following directions is the first step in the road to recovery.
I bet she was probably raped 54, 55 times. Bailey?
Hello?
You're 15?
Yeah.
What's up, Toots?
Well, the last few years I've made a lot of bad decisions.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm living with my dad. I got sent here by my mom, like, in the beginning of the school year. And I've done really good down here, and I want to know how I can convince my parents that I've changed so I can go back home.
Your parents? But you're living with your dad, right?
No, yeah. This is my first year living with my dad.
Well,
you're living with your dad, but you want to move back in with your parents?
With my mom.
With your mom?
Yeah.
What were you doing?
What is it that she wouldn't trust?
Well, she found out I had sex with my boyfriend, and that the last year my friend and I shoplifted some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I had air duster with me at school one day, and I, like, passed out on the floor.
You had what at school?
Air duster.
What's an air duster?
Oh, you mean you're sucking up the fluorocarbon things? The stuff you spray on your computer keyboard or something?
Yeah.
All right.
My friend, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you were acting out just a little bit with the stealing, the hoofing, and the sucking.
Yeah,
And my grades dropped.
Your grades are better now?
Yeah, and I'm getting straight A's.
If I were your parents, I'd say, phew, let's keep her right where she is. Things are going okay.
Well, what about your dad? What kind of guy is he?
He's really nice. He's really cool. But
Why do you want to move back? Things were a disaster before.
I know, but I miss my mom, and that's like home.
Do you talk to her a lot?
Yeah, kind of.
How long has it been since you've been out of the house?
Since last June.
All right, so it's 6-8 months, something like that?
Yeah.
Okay, and have you talked to your mom about coming back?
No, I'm afraid I'll get yelled at by my stepmom.
Your stepmom?
Well, how's she going to know you talked to your mom?
I don't know. She yelled at me this summer for talking to my mom too much.
Yeah, but we're not talking about too much. We're talking about bringing up the fact that you like to go home next time you speak to your mom.
Hey, when your stepmom goes out to the market, you pick the phone up and you call your mom and you start talking to her about your grades getting better and you staying out of trouble and when you can start talking about coming back.
Yeah, my dad and I made a point with a counselor. He wants to go talk with her.
Okay.
Talk about going back.
All right.
All right, good idea.
Well,
but I wouldn't be in a hurry to go back. There's a reason things are going better now. I don't know entirely what those reasons are, but those same reasons will resurface when you go back.
Yeah.
There's some problem with you and her mom, probably.
What the hell's a stepmom thinking? Stepmoms should be trying to get her back out of there.
But clearly, I suspect stepmom and dad are the parents, the more competent parents.
You saying just because she was hoofing and screwing and stealing when she was with her mom, now she's getting straight A's and playing the clarinet in the marching band?
And pinochle? Yes.
All right.
Stretch, I know. But
sounds like a good song. Hoofing and stealing and screwing and raping. And like a Dusty Springfield song?
That's right.
Allie?
Hey,
Hey, you're 16. What's up?
yeah, okay. I had a boyfriend this past summer, and we were pretty tight. And basically, I felt really uncomfortable anytime he tried to perform oral sex on me or finger me, but I really enjoyed the opposite. And I just think that's kind of weird because normally you hear, like, the girls don't want to, give blowjobs, but I'm fine with that. And now it's kind of like that point in a relationship where I might be doing this again, and I don't know, like, how can I get beyond this?
Might be doing what again?
Excuse me?
Where you might have to have oral sex performed on you again?
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't have to, but,
Sure.
you know.
It'd be nice.
Yeah.
Have you ever had it where, is this your first sexual partner?
No, well, yeah, like, I'm still a virgin, but we did oral sex quite a lot.
You and this guy?
The past guy.
Past guy. And that you didn't like it from him either?
No, I don't know why.
Okay, well.
Well, let me float this theory here, Drew.
Mm-hmm.
So look at it this way. You take your average 16-year-old girl and your average 16-year-old guy, right?
Yeah.
When I was 16, I had no problem pulling my pants down, shoving my ass against a car window at some motorist that was driving by,
right,
or pressing my balls up against the side of a shopping market door or something like that.
Yes,
I mean, all my friends did that.
Your prouder moments, yes.
I did more urinating in public than I did in my actual home.
Right.
Right? And so did the rest of my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, now, what about your average 16-year-old girl? Do you know what I mean? She's going to be much more uptight about doing something like that. Just overall modesty.
Just in terms of peeing in public, yeah.
Just showing your ass,
right,
doing stuff like just general modesty would prevent a lot of 15, 16-year-old girls from just wanting to be naked in front of anybody.
Right.
And much less have the guy's head between her legs.
Yeah. Is that uncomfortable for you? Is that the issue?
Well, I guess sort of. Like, you've seen me naked before. That's not really the issue.
I don't mean nudity is the issue. I'm just using it as an example of just overall being sort of uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I think women learn that later than guys.
Yeah, and so maybe if you could get more comfortable with him, or maybe this is just not something that feels good to you, or maybe your partner doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
Yeah.
And it could be some combination of all these things.
Yeah, that's why I always talk to the ladies when I'm going down on them. I try to put them at ease, like a good doctor. Yeah. I'm always going, hey, baby, you really going to enjoy it. Yeah, I see what I'm talking about. Just try to breathe through your nose, baby. Sit back, relax. Yeah, that's Marvin Gaye you're listening to right now. Enjoy the song styles. You getting hot, baby? No. All right.
Oh, are you kidding?
All right, you just need to find that one guy and just relax and start working it out.
Don't be in a big hurry.
That's all right.
Take your time.
Thanks a lot.
All right. Yeah, you can't. You just can't move along faster than you should be moving along. Your body
won't let you.
Your body has a cadence, a little metronome inside of it, and it will tell you how fast you should move. And if you move faster than that, you ever like try to walk a dog faster and it wants to go or that kind of thing? It's you end up dragging it.
Yeah.
It doesn't work out so good. All right. Loretto?
Yes.
What's happening? You're 19.
Yeah, I was wondering if it was possible to get leprosy like inside of your woman's vagina.
Sure. They have vaginal leper colonies all over Hawaii and the Philippines. Yes, indeed.
Is it curable? Because I don't know if my girlfriend has it or not.
Oh no, it happens. You queef and your hymen comes flying out.
But then, of course, that does decay the penis.
Oh sure, yeah, your penis
falls off.
Well, that's what happened to me.
Yeah.
Your penis falls off?
Well, sure, if you touch the infected area.
With the penis.
With the penis. Or a finger.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
That's how leprosy spread, vaginally.
How can you get that fixed?
Oh my God, we gotta stop.
You gotta dump salt on it.
We gotta stop.
Salt?
Oh.
Well, you guys are just kidding, right?
I'm serious as cancer here, Laredo. This is a very serious problem. As a matter of fact, Drew just cut a PSA on vaginal leprosy. VL.
Where'd you go to college?
Excuse me?
Are you going to college?
No, I'm not in college.
Shocking.
Yeah. You go to junior college?
No, I'm in the military, actually, to tell you the truth.
Oh. All right. No, they don't. Either you got leprosy or you don't.
No, see, it's not me.
No. I mean, sorry.
All right. Well, here's what
one. I didn't know if you could understand. One either has leprosy or one doesn't.
And when one has Hansen's disease or leprosy, the most common manifestation is a white patch, particularly on the back. That's leprosy, a white patch. Isn't that nice?
Really?
What? Yeah. What the hell is he talking about?
I don't know.
Let me talk to him.
All right.
He doesn't know what the F he's talking about.
You're dealing with a genius here.
But why do people go to conclusions? They're trying to make diagnoses about things they don't even understand.
And the funnier part is when I say either you have leprosy or you don't. He goes, "It's not me."
Well, see, I don't. Like, she's afraid to go to the doctor for it.
All right. Well, it's not leprosy.
It's not, because it's like a clear. Like, I didn't think.
Stop. What do you think leprosy is? It's a white patch of skin.
It's a white patch of skin?
Yeah, that's what leprosy is.
Well, eventually.
In some cases, something called lepromatous leprosy, you'll get sort of thickening of the nose and the earlobes, that kind of thing. But
but you can't get leprosy inside of you.
No, you can't.
I'm talking
Why
about.
Don't you tell us
why can't you get it inside
Because
you?
it's a skin disease.
I'm talking about the kind of leprosy you see in Papillon.
What do they have there? I didn't say Papillon.
Leprosy.
So the face, right?
Yeah, the mangled, the parts start coming off, the fingers are down to nubs and all that stuff.
It's
horrible.
It's like part of like the vaginal wall, like maybe like a skin or something.
What is happening?
It was during sex. It hadn't happened before.
Well, what's happening?
Excuse me?
Tell us what is happening.
During sex, like a few times, I'd put my penis in, and when I pull it out, there'd be some kind of a skin on it that wasn't my own.
A skin?
Yeah, like a clear, like not clear, but
yeah, it's a mucus.
It's mucus. Absolutely.
Loretto, she's got to. If you're being sexually active with her, she's got to go to the gynecologist.
Right.
And
you better.
You better wear a condom.
Is
anyway.
she some strange nationality that doesn't want to go to the gynecologist?
She's just.
All right.
I guess she's just nervous about it.
All right. Well, get her in. How old is she?
She's 19.
12?
She has to go. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
All right. Ridiculous. Listen, you screwballs, if you're going to be sexually active, you got to go in. That's it.
Yeah.
You want to play, you got to pay. But not me, but, you chicks. Pete?
Oh, hi.
Pete, you're 17. What's going on?
I just wanted to say, Adam, you're the best, dude. You're so hilarious. And Drew, you're
whatever. Yeah.
But,
okay.
I just wanted to say that. Oh, before I ask my question, I just want to know, where's Anderson and all his sound effects and stuff?
That's a good question. I miss Anderson and his sound effects.
Like he always does Drew things, like when Drew said, asshole, and like, you're gay. That was funny.
I know. We had a meeting a few months ago, and someone decided we should make the show less funny.
Oh, I see.
That's basically the gist of it.
Well, I'm 17, and my girlfriend is 16, and we had sex about, like, a month ago. And so she got pregnant, and she told me just, like a week or two ago. And my dad is... Sorry, I'm kind of nervous. My dad is, he's in the military, and we have to go to Hawaii, like, next month, and I don't know what to do. She wants to keep it.
I see. Now, how far along is she?
She's about, like, a month along, or, like, 3 weeks.
Whoa. Now the math doesn't work anymore. 2 weeks ago, she told you she was pregnant?
She told me 2 weeks ago, because she didn't want to tell me at first.
How did she find out she was pregnant after 1 week?
I don't know.
If she's only 3 weeks pregnant now.
Wait, no, it was like a month ago. I told you she told me, like, a week ago or two.
You said she's been pregnant 3 weeks, and she told me 2 weeks ago. That would mean when she...
month.
He said 3 weeks or a month.
The point is that she told me, and she was afraid at first that she didn't want to tell me, so that I would get mad or something, but So now I just don't know what to do.
But I'm trying to establish whether she's actually pregnant. She wouldn't know for the first 14 days.
Really?
So how could she even be debating whether or not to tell you? She would not have known until virtually the afternoon she actually told you.
Really?
All right, well, wait a minute.
You think she's lying to me?
Hold on a second there.
It's just something's wrong with the story.
Drew, wait a minute. He said this happened a month ago, 3 weeks to a month ago.
She got pregnant.
She got pregnant. That's when she was impregnated.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
She didn't tell him. She didn't tell him for 2 weeks, which means she could have been pregnant for 2 weeks.
No.
Or could have.
He said she told me 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Right. She could have got that.
I was maybe like a week or, I don't know, I'm not quite. It was like
Drew's makes a good point.
And she supposedly debated for a long time whether or not she was going to tell him because she'd want him to get mad. No, that's not what happened.
Do you think she's lying?
I just think there's something wrong with the story.
Well,
There's something wrong with the timing. There's something wrong with something.
Something's wrong with your math, or she's lying.
Maybe she doesn't want me to move away and thinks it'll keep me here. Or something.
Well, maybe.
That's possible. Were you using?
Or maybe it's someone else.
We had a condom, but then it like when we took it out, there was like a little bit on it, and it was like on the outside, and we thought we could just like wipe it away.
What was on the outside?
Semen.
How did it get from the inside to the outside?
Well, that's a move the great Spudini does.
Spudini and Doug Henning.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yes.
There was like a little bit of like a crack or like a thing. We didn't think it went in because we didn't see any, just a little teeny bit on the outside of it.
How did it get from the inside to
No,
there was a crack.
No, listen. Crack. If it's a crack, then it's spewing out all over the place, and you still don't see it. And if it's a tiny pore, you can't see it coming out. So what?
Hey, Pete.
Your story, Pete, is just not making sense at all.
Pete, do me a favor.
I'm just nervous. I don't know.
Pete, listen to me.
We know you don't know.
Don't ever write any manuals.
Okay.
You understand?
Uh-huh.
The people who are trying to read those manuals will kill themselves.
All right.
So you were wearing a condom, and the condom didn't break.
Oh, well, it might. I guess, but it didn't really. It wasn't like coming all out. It was just like a little bit.
All right.
What he was seeing was mucus of her mucus on the outside of the condom.
That could have been it.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's not pregnant.
She very well may not be pregnant, but
Okay.
you're going to have to find out.
All right.
And how long are you going to Hawaii? Forever?
Well, I don't know. I guess as long as he's posted there.
Right. Okay. Is that 6 months? Is that 6 years?
6 days.
Maybe like a few years.
Few years. So you're going there for a long time.
I'm not planning on coming back or anything anytime soon.
Okay. You're 17. You're pretty close to not having to go if you don't want to.
That's true.
Do you want to go?
I think it'd be kind of cool to be in Hawaii, but
yeah. All right. Well, you want to go, and you're not really that into this chick anymore either, are you?
No, we won't be going out for about like 6 months or 5 months. I don't know.
All right. So Pete ain't into her.
No.
And Pete's going to Hawaii, and she's into Pete. She doesn't want Pete to go to Hawaii.
That's right.
And I think she may be cooking this up.
It's something.
Now,
something like that.
she could have gotten pregnant with another guy's seed.
Yep.
It could be Pete, or she could be just fabricating the whole thing. Whatever it is, I don't think Pete's any closer now than he was 5 minutes ago, but he's going to have to sort it out.
Yeah, he's got to figure out what's going on here. He's got to open his eyes a little bit.
All right. We're going to take ourselves a break. When we come back, we'll speak to Joe. His sister molested him, and now he thinks he's gay after this.
1-800-LOVE-191. We'll be right back.
All right. Got an argument with Drew about leprosy. Phone number, 1-800-LOVE-191. I'm Adam Carolla. That be Dr. Drew over there. All right, let's hop back to the phone. Joe?
Oh,
Joe, you're 17. What's up?
Hey, what's up? Yeah, first off, I gotta say, Adam, you rule.
Thank you.
And Dr. Drew, you're pretty tight, too. Yeah, the story goes that basically when I was 8 or 9, I don't really exactly remember, but my sister did some really sick ass to me. She used to, basically at night she would wake me up and she would bring me to the bathroom and act out, certain scenes in, some movies she had seen. For example,
movie what scene?
For example, whenever my parents weren't home, she used to, sneak through my dad's closet and find, take out, a videotape of, Basic Instinct and would watch it. And then she would act out one of the scenes with me later that night. Obviously, I was 8 and 9. I didn't really understand what was going on, so I just went along with it.
Now, did you have a lead role in this, or just an under 5?
Yeah, I played Michael Douglas, I guess. I don't know.
I see. She was sharing some. How old is your sister?
She's 4 years older than me.
What's up with her now?
Right now, she's 21.
How's she doing now?
She's doing fine, actually. She's in the Ivy League right now, and the weird thing is, like, the relationship between, like, her and the rest of my family members are, like, perfectly stable. And, like, my relationship with her is, like, it's pretty good, actually.
All right.
And basically, you know, I'm kind of, I don't know, recently, not that I'm outright gay, but then I've been, like, kind of, like, looking at guys and finding them kind of attractive, I guess. Not in, like, a sexual way, but then I'm just, like, look at them and say, hey, they're not that bad looking.
Yeah.
So I was wondering if that could possibly be a result of all that crap that my sister did to me.
Well, you think someone did something to your sister?
Yeah, I was going to ask that, too. Like, does that necessarily mean my sister got, you know...
Well, we're not so sure what she did to you other than some bad acting lessons so far. I mean, what did she do to you?
Oh, like, she would lay down, like, you know... There was that one scene in Basic Instinct after Michael Douglas and Sharon Stone, they meet in the dance club.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, right afterwards, they get it on in the bedroom.
What's another movie that she did?
In terms of movies, I think that's all she did, but she used to, like, also do a lot of role-playing.
Like what?
Drew, you think he's going to mention a movie that you may have seen?
No,
it ain't going to happen.
Basically...
Hold on. You don't really buy it, do you?
Something's missing, yeah.
I don't really buy it either.
Yeah. I just need more information, maybe.
Yeah.
At this point, I don't.
It's feeling a little light. Can't quite. I can't get a handle on this one either. There's a sense of bogosity here.
Oh yes.
Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're sort of half believing you.
I swear to God, it's not bogus. Yeah, we used to she used to make me do a lot of role playing too. She used to make me get naked and like pretend like I was like some sort of, I don't know, soldier returning home, and like we used to do all this like disgusting crap.
Yeah.
How old was she?
Currently she's 21.
No, how old was she when she did this stuff to you?
About like 12 or 11, I guess.
A soldier returning home?
All right. I sort of buy that.
What does that mean? I don't know.
What do you mean? You don't know what that means?
Like a soldier from like after like war, like returning home.
What, do you sit you down in the bathroom in the middle of the night and goes, okay, you're coming back from Waterloo?
Yeah, exactly.
Go.
And she'd
Action.
She'd just be like, okay, like I'm pretend I'm the wife, and like, you know, like, and she like basically like do like weird stuff.
All right. Now, what about your mom? What kind of gal is she?
My mom's, she's fine. She's really nice, you know.
She doesn't boss you around too much?
No, not at all, actually.
Yeah. Your dad, how's he?
Dad's cool. It's pretty good. He's still here. You know, he's sleeping right now.
I see.
Still here.
He didn't get divorced. True. What's trouble with you? You don't speak teenager tonight?
No, I guess not.
All right. Hey, Joe?
Yeah.
This probably didn't help you growing up, but I don't think it turned you gay, if in fact you are gay. But maybe it helped to confuse you just a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's all right. I mean, you're 17. You're blown in the wind a little sexually. Okay. You don't have to make a call right now.
Well,
just hang back a little bit.
His identity in general is going to be kind of confused and weird.
Well, he didn't know who he was. He grew up, he thought he was Michael Douglas.
That's the point. He really is having some identity issues, and sexual identity is an important part of that. I think he had to talk to someone.
Get a counselor?
If that really happened, it sounds like it was traumatizing to him. Let's say it was, you're always doing this to me, turn the tables. Let's say this was a little sister and 12-year-old son.
Yeah.
12-year-old brother.
Yeah.
And he was waking her up in the middle of the night and dragging her in the bathroom and acting weird things out.
Not great.
No.
But then women are wired a little more delicately than men. They're wired like Jags, whereas we're wired like F-150 trucks. You understand?
Oh, I do.
But we're wired like Army Jeeps.
Mm-hmm.
We run off of kerosene, urine, gas. It doesn't matter. Women they do a lot of pinging and knocking. You know, their computer's not so good. So here's the thing, though. He should get some counseling.
Yeah.
And he's 17. It's all right.
Yeah, you got plenty of time.
Don't freak yourself out just yet if you can't figure out what you are. All of you who don't know what you are at 16, 17,
relax.
Don't freak out just yet. You got a little while. You can take a couple of years. You don't have to declare major sexually yet. Mike?
Mike? Caller who goes by Mike in Phoenix?
All right. We'll put Mike. Caller goes by Mike back on hold. Josie?
Hello?
You're 24?
Yeah, well, next month, but anyways, okay. I went to jail for attacking a police officer because he pissed me off of accusing me, but that's a whole other story.
No. I'd like to stay with that story for a second.
Okay.
This is that out-of-itness you talked about. How do you not know when a policeman makes you a little angry, then when you attack him, that
He pissed me off. He was accusing me of doing all this stuff.
wouldn't attacking him, wouldn't it run through your head, gee, if I attack him, I guess he'll put me in jail?
Well, I have really big anger problems.
Yeah.
And I snap on people like pow.
Yeah.
Oh, I had a question for you, real quick. That is BS how they just blow off Dr. Drew over there. Dr. Drew, you are just as awesome as Adam.
Thank you, Josie.
Yeah.
And
okay.
Adam, you rock.
Now I'm getting angry. Oh, all right. All right, Josie.
But, okay, but the thing is after I attacked this police officer, I went to jail for 2.5 years. And the jail... Huh?
What'd you attack him with?
I attacked him with my car keys.
2.5 years in jail?
Yes.
Did you hurt him?
Oh, yeah.
What'd you do to him?
I beat the S out of him.
Really?
Yeah, with my car keys. He was, bleeding really bad from his face.
Yeah, he couldn't have beat your ass?
I've taken a few lessons in my life. Some self-defense classes. My parents were real big on that when I was little. Josie, you need to learn how to defend yourself and all this ass.
Yeah, so you can assault police officers? I think they were more talking about rapists and gang members and things like that. They had you confused. How much do you weigh?
I don't know. I'm very attractive.
Right.
Boobs, blonde hair. I am so hot. But
boobs. Doesn't know how much she weighs.
Oh yeah.
I'm going 210, 220. Wait, you up over 2 bells?
What?
Are you over 2 bells?
Oh yeah.
You 200 pounds?
No. Oh hell no.
No. I just want to know how you got the upper hand on the cop.
Oh no, I have rock hard abs.
Okay, crazy.
I'm built.
2.5 years in the clink with no priors.
But see, the thing is...
Anyway, really, you had no criminal history?
I've had some.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you got 2.5 years.
Yeah, well...
Screwball.
The thing is...
Hold on, Drew. We'll get to your question one second. Have we ever spoken to someone who did more time than sounded reasonable for a crime, and it turned out they didn't have a bunch of priors?
No.
Never. Every time we go, really? You did 8 years for public intoxication? That's right. 8 years because you had a beer cracked at the park? That's the God's honest. Well, turns out they were fugitives from the law. That's why they did it 8 years. You had a bunch of priors, and now you attacked the cop with some keys, and they just had enough of you. So you went in for 2.5 years, and how was that?
Okay. Well, it was going good. I mean, prison sucks, but I mean, it was going average until the cop that I attacked got a job there. And then he got assigned to me and my cellmates.
Oh, good times.
And he got all his policeman buddies to gang rape me. And ever since, my pelvic area, burns, and this has been a couple of months. I'm out now. And I'm living in California, but...
Well, wait a minute. When this happened, you didn't report anything? You didn't go to the doctor to get checked out?
They didn't believe me. They think I'm crazy.
Did you get checked?
They sent me to a psychiatrist, and he almost had me committed. He thought I hallucinated it or some kind of ass like that.
Hold on a second. Josie?
Yeah?
Let me just play devil's advocate. How bad is it to be committed when you're in the jug? Isn't that kind of a step up? Not a bad thing, you know what I mean? Anyway, just an aside there, Josie. How many guys gang raped you?
I think it was about 7. They covered my eyes and tied me down so I couldn't really tell.
How do you know they were officers?
Oh, you can tell. Their keys were clanging, and I saw them coming in, and they sort of used their nightsticks and everything that the patrol guards have. They took that and put it in my vagina with their penises and stuff.
With their penises?
Yes, they had 3 penises in me at one time, and it hurt really bad.
Nope.
And now, where was everyone else in the prison?
You wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and then they all go outside to do jogging and stuff, and you can choose to stay behind, but no one ever does. But I was feeling sick that day, so I stayed behind, and there was a couple of people in there, but one of them was crazy, and he was just watching, and then the other one was way far away and couldn't even tell. He was up above me and over to the side.
Why were there men prisoners around?
No, these were guards.
Oh, guards.
Yeah, men guards.
And, Drew, you're really having difficulty communicating with our listeners
Yeah,
today.
it seems to be. How could there be 3 penises in one vagina?
You never seen those movies?
3?
3 at least.
And
how do they stand? Where do they position themselves?
It ain't easy. You got to have a skinny guy and 2 fat guys on each side.
It's not possible.
Listen, I've done that before. Oh, yes.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really sure that it was 3 at one time, but it
Right.
sure did feel like it.
Felt like it. Right. I've had women complain it felt like half a penis.
Hey,
Well,
Adam.
yeah.
There is something called an aromatic penis enlarger pump,
Nice.
and it works. My boyfriend uses it.
Oh, yeah. I'd like to meet that gentleman. I bet he's a wonderful, wonderful individual.
Well,
I gave it to him for Christmas.
all right. Well, here's the deal. You need a pelvic exam. You need to be checked out. Make sure there's not infection.
I've had one. They said there was nothing wrong.
I thought you said you didn't go see the doctor.
After the rape, she didn't go see the doctor.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you need to do is go see the doctor. And since the rape, you've been having the problem.
Yeah.
She didn't see the doctor immediately after the rape, but she has seen a doctor since.
Yeah.
I see.
Drew, I'm telling you, don't talk tonight. I'll take the calls, buddy. You rest.
And
all right, Josie, I'd like to tell you to do something about this, but I mean, as far as the prison guards and all this stuff, but I can't tell if you're crazy, and I'm not sure if you can do anything anyway.
Don't they have, like, surveillance tapes or something that...
Well, listen, if you want to file a complaint, you know the guy's name and everything, right? You don't know the officer who's you almost killed with a set of car keys? You don't know the guy's name?
He didn't press charges.
Then why'd you go to jail?
I have no idea. See, they just knocked at my door and...
All right.
Oh, she's out of it.
Oh, baby. I don't know. Drew, I don't know if everyone's crazy and we're sane, or we're crazy and everyone else is sane, or it's 50-50, you're insane and I'm sane. I don't know what's going on anymore. I truly don't. I got to take a leak and really think on this whole thing.
I mean, at least I don't feel bad for not being able to track these folks, because they ain't...
No, you should feel bad.
They ain't
'cause
tracking.
I'm tracking them. Listen,
you're answering for them. I think you're just filling in blanks.
I know what's going on in their story.
Doesn't
How
that scare
dare you? How dare you sit across from me in my radio studio and attack me verbally that way in front of my audience? All right. We're going to take ourselves a break. We'll be back.
LoveLine.
1-800-LOVE-191.
We'll be right back.
Hey, it's the LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew over there. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Kiddies, I got to talk for just 1 second here. Drew, we've had guests the last few nights I've been here. I haven't been able to vent. Touched on it a little bit, but haven't really gotten into it.
All right, here we go.
I know I'm not supposed to talk on this show
I know,
anymore, but who gives a rat's ass? It's Thursday, and we don't have a guest, and I've been pent up. I got back from New Orleans, Louisiana, where I was there for the fabulous Mardi Gras.
You were in great shape.
And average time I went to bed, 6 a.m.
Nice.
But here's the thing. And like I said, this is stuff we talked about briefly during the week when I got back, but I'd like to get into it for just a couple of minutes here. I really realize what a police state we're living in Los Angeles.
Oh, yeah.
How the LAPDs and the sheriff in the West Side, it's basically Nazis on wheels. They really are. And how we all buy into it. It doesn't make them bad guys. It doesn't make the officers bad guys. It makes the guys who are setting the agenda and the policies bad guys. And how, as tax-paying, law-abiding citizens, we're oftentimes sort of scared and intimidated. I mean, I've driven in my car with a joint under the seat, freaking out that I was going to get pulled over before. I've cracked a beer while I was at the beach, looking over my shoulder every 3 seconds. Every time a cop car pulls up next to me, I go the same speed that he goes. If the speed limit's 35 and he's going 17 miles an hour, I go 17.
Right.
I turn the radio down. I'm scared I'm going to get pulled over because I don't have a front license plate.
You park your car 2 inches off your driveway?
Make sure you turn your wheel in so you don't get a ticket if you're up on a hill. Yeah. Even if it's a slight incline, make sure the wheel is turned in.
The wheel's got to touch the curb, too?
Yeah. And after getting back from New Orleans, where I see guys riding around on motorcycles with no helmets, I see guys driving around in cars with no seatbelts on, I'm on a parade where I'm throwing a metric ton of beads at kids from 250 feet away. essentially one lawsuit after the next as they wing those metal pogs and throw the beads off the float. I see people walking up and down the street all night long with hurricanes and Mai Tais and tall boys in their hands. And you know what? If some guy's got to take a leak real bad, he goes in an alley and takes a leak. And you know what? There's no such thing as jaywalking over there either. And as I drove around with this cab driver, I saw him pass a cop. Cop was going 35. We blew by him doing 45. I thought we're on the lam. I was scared for the guy. Put your seatbelt on. Look out. He's going to get us. He said, nah, he's not worried about us. I said, why not? He's going after criminals. He's not worried about us. I'm a guy driving a cab. And I thought, yes, it must be nice. It must be nice to be able to go to the beach or the lake and crack a beer without the Gestapo coming by and telling you to dump it out. I understand there's people and troublemakers and all that, but you know how they work in other cities? You jaywalk and you run in front of traffic, maybe they'll write you a ticket. You jaywalk when there's no one around, they don't write you a ticket. Why? No crime. No danger. You're drunk, you're urinating on your campfire, and you're screaming, howling at the moon, you might get an open container ticket in Louisiana. But you're just sitting on the beach, watching the tide roll in and unwinding, drinking a Lone Brown, you ain't getting a ticket. What's wrong with that? Why can't we have that here? Why do we have such a police state in L.A., of all places? I mean, you arguably one of the more progressive places on the planet, Los Angeles, and we really have a sort of police state when it comes to the cops. We really do. I mean, you got to go abroad. I was like, I was like a little kid, and I was like, oh, that guy's driving. He doesn't have a helmet on. He's going to get into trouble.
Yeah, Pops.
Oh, look at him. He had no seatbelt. He's going to get into trouble. And I realized, wait a minute, these are adults who've made a decision to either not wear a seatbelt or not wear a helmet or carry a beer as they walk down the street, and it seems to be working out okay for them. What is that? How did L.A. get this way? Why are we more uptight than all these uptight, you can't, you can't, I was just talking to a guy that you can't export like dildos and vibrators into Alabama. You can't do that in Alabama. But if you want to go fishing and crack a beer, if you want to go to the lake and crack a beer, no problem. Why are we this way? Why is L.A. this way? We got more debauchery in this city than almost any other city. Why are we so freaked out about with the cops in this town? What is that? Why do we write 10 billion jaywalking tickets in this town and no other city seems to care? What happened? Can we start refocusing people? Let's start busting criminals. All right, Drew, thanks. I can see you're behind me 110%.
Think about refocusing, that's all.
Refocusing what?
I'm behind you.
Yeah.
I'm listening to the jaywalking and the meter maid stuff, but it makes them...
Well, what's with the chicken ass stuff? Or what are you trying to do? Piss off all the taxpayers so we leave town? Is that the plan? It's just, I see one of those meter maids coming up my goddamn hill every night at 1 in the morning. Where the hell you going? Get the hell back down there. You going up to bust the taxpayers? Great plan. Just keep squeezing everybody. That's great. Great. Well, I'll be scared to leave the house. How about, can I crack a beer in my living room? Or allowed to smoke a joint in my kitchen? Or are you going to assign me somebody? Listen, you guys. You bust criminals. That's it. Not jaywalkers. Not guys with beer. Jesus Christ. These meter maids. Oh! You kill all of them. Swear to Christ. You pathetic worms. Have some pride.
Mike?
We tried to talk to Mike twice.
Yeah.
All right. Wait a minute. Chelsea?
Yes.
You're 25.
Yes, I am.
What's up?
Well, I have two questions. First, since I was about 16 years old, I've had stuff coming out of my nipples. I don't know any better way to say it. I'm just going to use layman's terms here. It kind of looks greeny or yellowy, and it's kind of thick.
Nice. You ever had it checked out?
No, my mom she's still a nurse, but she doesn't work as one anymore. But when I was about 16, I told her about it. She said she went into work and talked to somebody, and she told me it was no big deal. But I've never actually gone to a doctor and had him look at it.
Well, the fact that it's been going on for 10 years certainly makes that a high probability that, in fact, it is nothing.
Good.
Are you on medication?
Only birth control pills.
Any thyroid problems? Anything like that?
Not that I know of.
And you haven't been on birth control pills that entire 10 years?
No, I started those when I was 18.
All right. So, again, it's probably just you. I do think it's worth getting that looked into a little bit, though, because it can be infections, and it could be cysts, and it could be, rarely it's tumors, things like that. But certainly if it had been, it would have shown itself long ago.
I hope so.
Oh, absolutely.
Your mom's a nurse?
Yeah,
Is
she's
she
an
nut-
LPN.
Is she nuts?
Well, it depends if you ask my husband or not.
Oh, she's nuts. All right, baby. Good times.
Wait, I have one more question.
Mm-hmm.
My husband uses Benadryl every night. He takes 2 to go to bed, and I think that that's probably not a good idea. I think he shouldn't have to medicate himself to sleep. So you have to tell him, because he's in the other room laughing right now.
Well,
you have to tell him that's bad.
Benadryl is sedating, and it's probably the safest sleeping pill you could possibly take. But any medication is not good chronically, unless there's a very important reason for it.
Does he wash it down with any booze?
No.
Oh, well, why are we talking? Listen, Chelsea, tell him to get on a couple glasses of red wine.
Oh, there we
Maybe exercise more during the day.
There we go, instead of nap.
There you go.
All right, Chelsea.
Thanks.
Good luck with them nipples.
Thank you.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back.
LoveLine. 1-800-LOVE-191. Back in a minute.
LoveLine, fast-growing outlaw radio in North America.
Oh, yeah.
Woo! That's good radio. That's twice in the last month.
You hit it right on.
Yeah. Drew just told me, 1-800-LOVE-191, by the way, that he was going to be hosting... Judging the Miss America...
Miss USA.
Competition. That is...
Live on CBS tomorrow night.
Good times. You and...
Martha Stewart.
Uh-huh. Who dropped out?
No, I got hired for this a long time ago.
Really?
Yeah, months ago.
Someone dropped out a long time ago?
No. I just haven't thought about it until tonight because I'm leaving tomorrow morning.
What, do you judge all categories?
I know nothing about what's going to happen. Again, I get briefed tomorrow. Yes, I sit there, and you sit at the head of the stage there and fill out your little forms.
It's just you and Martha Stewart?
No, it was like 8 judges, 10 judges.
Right, they're going to have like Serge, the poise coach, and other homos hanging around. Oh, that's going to be good times.
Yeah, good times.
What are they paying you? They giving you some money?
I don't know. I'm sure.
Yeah, you know.
I don't
give
know.
me a chunk. You had to ask. No?
I don't remember, no.
Well, it means you've arrived when you're judging women. All right. Doesn't that go against everything you stand for, Drew? Judging women that way?
No, because Miss USA is supposedly the one that they're, want to promote their careers and their empowerment and that kind of stuff.
I see.
Martha Stewart's one of the judges. Come on.
Mm-hmm. Which states you going to bang? You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Yeah. You got to have sex with some of the states.
Yeah. That's my plan, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to stay up to midnight tonight. I'm going to leave at 4:30 in the morning and coming back Saturday morning about the same time.
And screw like Kentucky and Wyoming.
Sure, I'd squeeze that in there, no problem.
Maria?
Yeah.
Hello.
You're 19.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
What's up?
I have a question.
Wait, I have to keep going here because
Yes.
this is a topic that kills me.
What?
I would no sooner cheat on my wife.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
No. Well, listen. She gets into this kind of thinking. I mean, you dealt with her that one night that I went up to the Playboy Mansion to do Politically Incorrect.
Oh, my God. You should have cracked the whip on her right then, Drew. You let her get out of hand. She snowballs.
All right, well, how shall I handle this time when she comes up with that crap?
Have you what do you mean? About going out of town and doing this?
Yeah.
Hey, is she mad at you yet? Does she know?
Oh, yeah.
Does she not like what you're doing, or does she not like you leaving town, or both?
Both.
But
this is mostly the judge being around all these. I mean, it's so bizarre and ridiculous, that thinking that somehow I'm going to...
Yeah.
It's bizarre.
Yeah, let me explain something, women. Guys who cheat, guys who cheat.
Yeah.
That's number
cheat.
one.
I'm not cheating.
B, guys who cheat do it in situations that aren't what you call obvious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, what are you going to do as a judge? You and Martha Stewart going to have a few highballs after the judging, and then go out and cruise some of the chicks?
Think how out of line that would be. I mean, think about it. Now be out of line because the cheating, which I would never do, but now I'm going to violate all propriety. I'm going to get wasted and start groping the contestants.
I mean, that's the whole thing. Like, if you were going to cheat, you wouldn't cheat in a situation where if you got popped, not only your wife would kill you, but you'd be drummed out of Hollywood.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
She's got to start thinking more clearly. We'll cheat in San Diego next week when we do the lecture. Good thinking. Maria?
Hello, hi.
Go ahead.
Actually, I have two questions. My first one, I've been seeing this guy for a while, and we've had sex twice. And both times, first of all, he's kind of small. And second of all, he has a hard time, getting erect. And I feel really bad for him. And he doesn't try to make it obvious, but I can tell he's uncomfortable. And I want to know if there's something that maybe I could do to make him feel better about it, or...
What do you mean he's having trouble getting erect?
He doesn't get erect all the way, and he's just small. So I don't know if that...
So is it usable?
Kind of.
I mean, it's no good to you,
but
it does a lot of bending and whatnot?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeesh.
And does it ever get erect, fully erect?
No.
You've never seen it that way?
No, I've never seen it fully erect.
Uh-huh. Well, maybe it's only small because it's not fully erect.
Is that could that be a result of maybe drug use or something?
Yeah, sure. What's he doing? What drugs?
I don't know. I have no idea. I know in the past he played a lot of football, especially in college.
Oh, you mean thinking about it been anabolic steroids?
Yeah.
Yeah, it can. The difficulty with a full erection is a common thing of steroids. The size of the penis is just God's gift to him.
Yeah.
Okay,
well, more like Satan's gift.
Yeah.
My second question, actually.
Well, wait a second. You guys have only had 2 encounters sexually?
Yeah.
And how did it end up?
He does the best he can. I mean...
Poor son of a bitch.
I mean, I feel bad, so I'll, fake to make him feel better.
Nice.
But, I mean...
I respect that. And did he have an orgasm?
I think so. The first time he did. The second time, I don't think so. Actually, the second time we kind of couldn't really finish, so...
I see. Is he drunk?
He drinks a lot. He wasn't drunk at the time.
He didn't have a few beers before you guys got in the sack? How is it that a guy drinks a lot is not drunk, on a Saturday night when he's with his lady?
He just wasn't that night, I guess. I don't know.
All right. Does he go down on you?
No, he hasn't.
Yeah. You got to get him down there. Listen, all you screwballs, if the penis ain't working, I mean, if the, here's the deal. If the cross and the hook ain't working, you better start jabbing.
Mm-hmm.
You better start working something that does work. And that mouth, that'll bail you out of trouble. All will be forgiven. Am I right?
Yeah.
I mean, if he'd get down there and give you some good, satisfying oral sex, you'd be all right with the experience.
Yeah.
I mean, guys should listen. There's a guy with a penis that's disproportionately small for her, doesn't get erect, but, yeah, give me some oral sex, I'm fine.
Yeah.
That's what Maria said.
Listen, guys, this is your sexual life preserver. This is your get out of jail free card. This is what you can fall back on. You've been drinking, you've been doing steroids, whatever, you're nervous, the penis isn't big, it's semi-flaccid, you're having difficulty, get down there and start gnawing away. You all will be forgiven. She will completely change your report card. Maybe you need to tell him.
I don't know.
Well, just tell him what you want, not what he's been doing wrong.
Yeah.
Did you give him oral sex?
No, I haven't.
Well, sometimes you got to get the balls rolling that way,
so to speak.
Why don't you give him a little oral, and then hope he returns the favor?
Yeah, let's hope.
All right.
I actually had a second question.
Is this guy good looking?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see? You see what happens, ladies?
Exactly.
All right. What's the second one?
Second question, if for example, if you masturbate too much, is it harder for you to have an orgasm when you have sex? Because I think that might be my case as well.
You got to give yourself a little chance to build up a little
head.
Tension, yeah.
You masturbate a lot?
Kind of.
What are you good for?
Let me see. When I do masturbate,
I clicker.
Do maybe when I actually masturbate, it takes me maybe a minute to come, and when I'm with a guy, it takes a while.
How often do you masturbate?
Maybe 2 to 3 times a week.
All right.
Oh, that's nothing.
That's not bad. Listen, why don't you hold off for 4 or 5 days before you're with him, give him a little oral, see if he returns a favor, and see if it doesn't work out a little better next time around.
All right.
All right.
Thanks.
It's always so sad when the girl feels... See, guys get angry. Hey, this bitch was stiff. But women, they feel bad for you.
Yeah.
I'd rather them be angry. You know what I mean? They're like, Oh, his penis was so cute. It just
I had to fake it for him.
Yeah, he was not so good. It's like not only is it insulting, it's like condescending at the same time. Oh, man. Becky?
Yeah.
You're 27.
Yeah.
What's up?
Well, my boyfriend, we've been together for like 2 years. He has this phone sex thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it bothers me because I feel like he does that instead of have sex with me. And so I guess I'm wondering if there's something I could do. If maybe you could help me understand that there's something I could do.
You mean he's talking to someone on the other end of the line? Like he
I
pays
think
someone?
So, yeah.
Not somebody
I don't
knows.
actually know. What?
Well, how do you know then if you don't know?
Oh, well, like phone bill.
What's the phone bill say?
It has said that in the past. Now he uses his credit card, and I don't usually look at his credit card bill, but I've seen him on there.
Wait, what do you know? What are you observing right now in him?
Oh, well, he's...
That he's not interested in sex?
Not as much, no. Not very often, but he never has been, like, super sexual.
Yeah, and so you're concluding that the reason for that is the phone sex deal?
Yeah, I guess. Or there's something I'm not doing right.
No. Oh, this is that same thinking that women get.
God bless you for thinking you don't do something right when a guy ain't coming through sexually. This guy has a problem with intimacy, and that's why he uses the phone sex. And that's why you guys aren't being intimate as much as you'd like.
And in him, it's probably reflected in his libido. It probably isn't so great. But even so, he has to have some sort of side release because he can't really probably fully experience himself when he's with a person.
But I know a lot of guys, and I could probably include myself in this lump, who, when they're with a girlfriend, are fairly moderate with their sexual encounters. I don't have, I'm not...
You're not passionate.
Not a passionate man. Not like... Drew is very passionate man. I think that's why his wife's worried about him going to Judge and Miss USA. Because you pack the passion with you. When you leave town, oh, yes, that's the first thing that goes in the toiletry bag is the passion. So that's a carry-on item. And there's guys who masturbate and do phone sex and watch pornography, and they're only good for once or twice a week, and that's just kind of their rhythm. But I don't know... I don't say it's the pornography or the phone sex that causes that.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? This is an overall problem. This is a bigger problem.
It's just him, right.
But you guys are having a relationship where he's kind of hiding.
Yeah.
Right, and you're convinced it's phone sex. I mean, that's what a bizarre way to go through a relationship, trying to wonder why it is that he's not connected with you.
Yeah.
As opposed to talking to him about it.
And I wouldn't...
Well, I have.
Yeah.
He just gets mad at me.
Yeah.
That's the point. You're not talking to him about it. He's defensive. He's rageful. It's ridiculous.
All right. So you're going to, being the woman, you're going to have to say to him, listen, we got to start connecting. We got to start talking. I don't want to hear excuses. I don't want to argue about it. We got to start connecting. You want to call phone sex once in a while? That's fine. But we got to start connecting. And if you can't handle that, then you got to get out. All right, Becky?
Okay.
All right. Good times there.
Thank you.
All right. Never done phone sex, never called a phone sex line once. Ever. Not into it. It's not my bag. I got to look at something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Dan?
Sleeping.
Oh, okay.
Wait, let's listen. Turn it up. Here?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 15-year-olds don't do a good snore, though.
Yeah, you got to get fat, work a little construction, and start smoking and drinking to get that real log sawing thing going.
We had the security guard that sleeps while you were gone.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
We had Rumpelstiltskin or Rip Van Winkle. Who was the one who slept?
What is that shaking quality?
Yeah, he breathes like he's trying to start a car. I could listen to this all night. I really could. All right. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll put Dan back on hold, and we'll check in with him from time to time.
Sure.
We haven't run into a sleeper in a while on the show. No sincere compliment can be given to a talk show host and they have someone on hold sleeping. But he's been on hold for 68 minutes, so we'll give him a break. All right, we'll put him back on hold, and we'll check in from time to time, and we'll do a little gambling and see if he's still there, still sleeping. All right, Drew?
Sure, all right.
All right. Sean?
Yes.
You're 25.
Yes.
What's up?
Fred Flintstone snoring. That's the kind of snoring he should be doing.
Yeah, any cartoon snoring.
Yeah, I think the Fred Flintstone was the best, though, with the blanket going back and forth. That was great. But for Drew, the lady on there earlier was talking about, like, stuff coming out of her nipples, but have you heard of, like, guys having stuff coming out of their nipples?
Yeah, it's called galactorrhea, and it's a medical condition. It needs to be checked out.
Really?
Yeah, what's going on?
Wasn't Lauren Green in that series?
Battlestar Galactorrhea?
Oh,
yeah. That's what I was going to say. I'm like, it sounds like a show I used to watch.
So what's going on? You on any medication?
No.
You sure?
Oh, yeah, I'm positive.
Nothing.
Okay,
well, it needs to be checked out.
I drink a lot of coffee, but...
No, that wouldn't do it. There's.
I wouldn't think so, but other than that, like coffee and cigarettes.
How long you had this for?
I think the first time I noticed it was probably about 5-6 years ago.
Well, how's your sex drive? This is going to be a funny question, but is it normal?
Oh, yeah. God, I know Adam would love to hear about this. I'm good for at least 2 or 3 a day.
Nice.
And then and still with my girlfriend a couple times, but
good times.
But yeah, I mean, the sex drive is fine.
All right. Well, it may end up being nothing, but it does something that need to be checked out by a doctor. There are certain endocrine disturbances that can cause this, pituitary problems, thyroid problems.
All right. You ready to keep rocking?
Yep.
Chris?
Hey, how's it going, Adam and Dr. Drew?
Hey, good. You're 27. What's up?
Yeah, I've got a question for Dr. Drew. I've got a girlfriend who, her parents are big into Freemasonry, and she says that when she was a child, she was forced to have sex with her brother. And I was wondering if Dr. Drew had ever heard of any type of ritual abuse from that group.
From the Freemasons.
All right. Well, first off, just to get everyone up to speed, the Freemasons are like one of the oldest sort of fraternal club groups in this country.
Well, in the world, maybe. Right?
Well, I guess. I'm just saying in this country because I don't know, seems like there's been stuff in Europe that's been going on longer, but this stuff may have started in Europe for all I know.
It's in War and Peace, the book. There's big chapters about this one character who was a Mason.
All the founding fathers were Freemasons. Right. The symbol on the dollar bill is the pyramid with the eye on it. It's the Freemason symbol, I believe. And most presidents and folks like that in this country have been Freemasons, and there's always some thought that these guys may be running the country without us knowing it. And in a sense, maybe a lot of them did over the past, the history of this country. Mm-hmm. Although it may not necessarily be a bad thing, and they're not necessarily bad guys.
Right.
Just a bunch of white guys, a lot of money, who wear funny fezzes and think you should honor your country.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, they're all Freemasons, right?
But you're talking about cult behaviors, and there are weird cults out there, but nothing.
Yeah, she said it was something like the 3-on-1 ritual, where they went to some mansion or something like that, and all the children were dressed up in costumes, and then she...
Well, did you hear that caller we had earlier tonight who sounded very lucid, but began to tell us some stories that got more and more and more outrageous until it was clear that she was not in touch with reality?
She was raped in prison with the 3 penises.
That's not me, but...
No, but you'd hear her talking.
Drew, don't ask our callers anything.
I know.
Don't ask them things.
Oh,
you understand?
God.
Drew, when's the last time you said to one of our callers, did you hear the call we had last night, or did you hear the call 10 minutes ago? Okay.
Sorry.
But we always have to go through this ritual is what I'm saying.
Right on.
All right. So, anyway...
the point is people can seem lucid and have real serious thought disturbances.
Oh, really?
This isn't...
making it up?
No, not making it up. She may believe it's true, but it may not have happened.
Well, that's making it up.
Or it may have happened.
Right.
And it certainly would have, and maybe she just can't sort of put the pieces together because she was so young, or it has nothing to do with whatever group she thinks it has to do with.
Yeah, it's really weird because her brother had to wear a diaper or something like that, and she just has these vivid memories of it happening.
Right. Well,
she's scared to death to go to any psychologist or whatever.
Well,
she doesn't trust those.
Listen, psychologists, doctors, all these people, the people that are the most scared to see these people, the people need to see them the most, ironically.
Yeah.
Right.
So if she's thinking all this went down or having all these thoughts, she does need to go talk to somebody.
Yep.
You think so?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Whether it really happened or didn't, just don't get involved with that. Just get her evaluated.
Should we check back with Dan? Who's
I
sleeping?
bet he's sleeping.
You bet he's sleeping?
Yeah. You with me?
Oh, yeah, I bet he's sleeping,
All right, let's
too.
listen.
Well, let's, it's only been 6-7 minutes, but let's check in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He stopped the rattling, though.
Yeah.
Oh,
there it goes. No. No. It's like he flooded his carb.
Yeah.
Ooh. He's really struggling for air. What do you think? You think Dan's a big boy or regular size?
Moderate size.
Moderate size?
Nose breathing. No deviated septum.
Yeah. Unlike yours truly.
Prepubertal. Just listen to the tone.
You don't think he's hit puberty yet?
Mm-mm.
Why?
I mean, not. He's still virgin. Let's put it that way.
Oh, really? Nice. All right. Let's see what else we can figure out about that.
He doesn't have that. Just listening to him breathe.
Now, we'll keep him on hold. Take ourselves a little break. When we come back, we'll check in with more snoring Dan. And who else, Drew? We'll talk to Kim. Kim is 24. Her parents would have had sex.
They used to have sex in front of her.
Oh, would have sex in front of her. Oh, back in the day. All right. We'll be back after this.
LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. 1-800-LOVE-191.
Yeah. This is my new rock riff. Yeah. This band is going to be on soon. When are they going to be on, Anderson? The 22nd of March, I'm guessing. Yeah, I did some fast math there, baby. Newfound Glory is going to be in here, so we'll hear that song over and over again. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. Let's hop back on the phones. Speak to Kim. Kim is 24. Kim?
Hi.
What's up?
I'm just wondering if your parents having sex in front of you and your mom constantly kind of tripping on your dad, you know, being around you can, like, cause the same emotional, you know.
Tripping on your dad? What does tripping on your dad being around you mean?
I don't know. She always my mom was molested as a kid, so she would always, even if my brother, like when he was little, and he'd be in the bathtub when we were like really little, she'd get really freaked out. Like, you know, he was going to do something.
Well, why is she having sex in front of you then if she's so hyper-vigilant?
I don't know. My parents fought a lot, so when they got along, she didn't care if we were around or not.
And what do you mean sex in front of you?
Well, I can remember when I was 10, we had a business, a board and care, and there was 2 beds in the room.
Help us for cats.
What's that?
Board and care for the old folks?
Yeah.
Running out of the house?
What's that?
Running in your home?
No, we had another house.
I see.
That it was rented. And I remember my dad coming over. Me and my mom were staying the night, and there was 2 beds, twin beds in the room, and they had sex in there, and I knew they were, and I wanted to run out of there, but I was too embarrassed.
And they thought you were asleep.
I mean, it'd be kind of hard to sleep through, but...
Yeah, I know you're angry at them, but I'm just saying, in their defense...
Right.
They figured you were sleeping, your dad had a boner.
Still ridiculous, though.
Yeah.
But listen...
He's an idiot, but it's not quite the same as chaining you to the radiator and force you to watch him.
No, I know that, but now, I'm married now, and sometimes I feel like crying when I'm having sex with my husband.
Oh, boy.
And, you know, things like that I'm like, what? Why the heck? You know, I'm trying to figure out why. Because I love him, and, you know,
yeah,
he's good, and
sure,
blah, blah, blah.
Good times, yeah.
Yeah, being exposed to the parents behaving like that can certainly have an effect on you. And also just having a mom who'd been sexually abused can have a rather profound effect on you. And then she's had a sort of other level of craziness that she layers on top of it.
They're into this board and care thing. Yeah. You're sleeping over there. You got a bunch of crazy people cramming in bags, running around, wanting Jell-O. And the other thing is your parents were fighting all the time.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, the part about, and as usual, is what is usually the case here on LoveLine, them How often does that L train go by your house, by the way? Every 45 seconds, 50 seconds?
Hear that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm outside, so I
It
never.
sounds like it's going to run right down through your backyard.
Yeah. Crack the back door so it doesn't knock it over. It's got to go through the living room and then out the front door. All right, here's the deal. Them having sex in front of you is sort of a symbol or almost like a
tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, but it's like you could encapsulate your whole relationship with them and your irresponsible, crappy parents who put upon you all the time by that one act.
Right.
But that ain't it. It's everything.
Yeah, right. That's right.
You understand?
As Adam has said in the past, that these things don't occur in a vacuum.
Right.
It's not like they're perfect every day except one way they screw up.
Right. I think the sex part's not great, but that ain't as big a deal as the rest of your life with them. You know. So all right. So get some therapy and try to start working it out so you don't screw your own kids up.
Yeah.
And by the way, you sound pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, they didn't do a half bad job. So.
Well,
That's good. My brother and sister are pretty screwed up, so if that makes sense.
Yeah, we all went to them.
Listen, everybody. Here's everyone's mission. Here's what you owe the planet. You don't screw your kids up as much as you were screwed up.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you know when they talk about preserving this for their kids, preserving that for their kids. You always hear these commercials talking about wanting clean air, wanting fossil fuel, wanting a good life and a good community, not wanting to live under the threat of nuclear attack, whatever that stuff is. This is the emotional version of that.
Right. Preserve the emotional health of your children.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're on the planet for, 70, 75 years. Your job is to not screw up anyone, including your own, and leave your legacy in a little better shape than you were. That's it. All right, should we get back with the snore? Mike here?
Sure.
Talk to Dan, who's 15.
Dan's the snorer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dan has been on hold for now 82 minutes. You still think he's snoring?
Yeah. Uh-oh. Dan? He's sleeping.
He suffered a stroke while he was on hold. Dan? Yeah, but he's not snoring anymore.
I know, it's disturbing.
You think he stopped breathing, or you think the phone moved?
I think the phone moved.
Maybe slipped in a REM?
Yeah, phone moved.
Okay. All right, we'll put him back on hold. He's been on hold for 83 minutes now. What the hell? Hey, I'd like it if he'd start snoring again, though. It's entertaining. Amanda?
Yeah.
You're 16?
Yes, hello.
What's up?
Well, I guess you could say I'm addicted to sex.
All right.
How's that?
I don't know. I lost my virginity last summer, like at the end in September, and then I was only one time. It was kind of a bad experience. I was like forced into having sex. And
Why? What happened?
There was just people over at my house, me and my best friend, some guys, and one thing led to another, and he's like, you're a virgin. I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, let me have sex with you. And I'm like, I don't really want to. I'm not ready for this. And he was older, too. And
How old?
24.
Nice.
And
why did you have this guy just arrested and shot?
How old was Amanda at the time?
16.
This was just recently?
Yeah.
It was in September.
She might have been 15, just judging by that pause.
How old were you, 15?
I was 16.
Yeah. All right.
And like, I don't know, I just got sick of saying no to him,
Oh, I love those guys.
And,
come on, babe, I'll give you some crayons.
yeah, pretty much. And it only lasted a few minutes, but still, I was like, sex is sex. And, and then I didn't have sex.
The guy just had an orgasm real fast?
No, he didn't actually.
Why did it only last a few minutes?
Because I told him to stop. I didn't like it. I didn't feel comfortable. I was scared. And
yeah, I can't believe he stopped.
Yeah, a guy like that.
I told him, I was like, please, And so anyways.
Oh, well, if you said please.
That was September. I didn't start having sex again until December. I was kind of seeing this guy for a few weeks, and just one night, one thing led to another, and I was like real horny, and I was just like, okay, let's do it. And then ever since then, I just can't stop. I've had lots of partners.
How many?
14.
Yeah, you're rolling pretty good for 2-3 month period.
Yeah, I know, and
and I have a hard time saying no. And after every time, every new guy or whatever, I'm just like, okay, no more. But the next night comes. And
I think this is all sort of branching out from the original victimization, this rape that you had originally, and this is a common thing that women do when they try to get mastery over something like that. They'll just do a bunch more. Exactly what circuit is opened up in your brain that causes you to do that, we really don't know. But I can tell you, it's common. And it's probably not going to stop until you get some counseling. Even a great way, an effective way to sort of break this kind of cycle is
suicide,
a rape counseling group, women's group, that kind of thing. It really, you go to. Does your high school have anything like that?
I'm not sure. I could look into it.
You really should, because this isn't going to stop. You're going to keep feeling more ashamed and less worthwhile, and then
I just feel so sick.
But then you're going to do more of it because it's sort of more compelling. The worse you feel about yourself.
Listen, that's how your psyche is set up. I equate this to pie. I don't really do too many drugs or have too much sex or something. But I'll say, look, okay.
I don't have an addictive personality at all. Like, I've never done any drugs before.
Well, so far I don't have something that I would call addiction here. So,
all right. But Drew, what is that? That slide mentality? Like, you're on a diet, you're doing pretty good, you're thinking,
oh yeah,
hey, I'm keeping up, I'm doing good, good, and then somebody brings over pie or something and says enjoy
it.
And you either have none or the whole pie.
Right.
Because you say, okay, I'm just going to have the piece. I'm going to break my diet. I'll just have the piece of pie. And you eat the pie, and it makes you feel just bad enough and just sort of like you slid enough to go, oh, screw it, game on, give me that pie. And now I'm actually taking whipped cream rectally at this point because I only have one orifice for the pie, and I'm trying to get more whipped cream into my blood system. So I'm actually shaking cans up and taking the whipped cream rectally as I spoon the pie into my mouth. And I'm eating more pie than I would ever eat.
And this could have been after like a 2-week diet, where you've been starving and suffering.
Just working out and feeling good.
Yeah.
And
it doesn't stop with that pie.
No, now
you're on a 3-day.
No,
you're on a 3-day.
game on.
Yeah,
you slid. You're either on or you're off, and it's off. You're off.
That's about the way behavior is. There's momentum. There's momentum to doing good, and there's momentum to doing bad.
Yeah,
and that's the way it is.
Yeah,
this is part of that.
All right, let's Drew.
Yeah, that's nice. I like that.
You want to talk to Anonymous over here?
We haven't done this.
All right, let's talk to
Ashley.
Ashley, you're 17. What's up?
Okay, well, to start, I was adopted when I was like four weeks old, I guess. I don't know.
Is that accurate? You were 4 weeks old?
I think so.
Okay.
And I just recently met my birth mother for the first time in December. And it's really great. She lives actually pretty close, and I met the whole family, and I feel really great about it. And my parents were excited to let me do that because I had been really depressed. And they weren't sure why, and they thought maybe it was because I didn't know if I should meet them or not. Anyhow, lately I've been really scared of being alone. I can't be alone in my room at night. I can't be alone during the day.
So somehow meeting this person has stirred up some very primitive feelings, huh?
I think so. I'm not really sure. I don't know how to overcome it. I always have to call friends, or my mom has to be in the room with me, or I just got a pet. So because I felt so alone, I thought it would help me.
That is all good. Maybe this is, I suppose it could be a positive. Maybe this is your reworking this whole experience once and for all. You understand? Maybe you did experience something like this and sort of shut yourself off to it, and now having this person back in your life has given you an opportunity to take a look at this all again and maybe deal with it in a healthier way, as opposed to
but I don't think, a lot of times it's not healthy. I'm really, my boyfriend, for instance, I'm extremely clingy.
I'm not saying you're behaving in a healthy manner right now. I'm just saying it's an opportunity to deal with it in a healthy way.
All right, so you think she was removed from her biological mother almost at birth, but yet there was some primitive biological bond, obviously, that you have genetically with your biological mother. That was removed. That lay dormant for many years. Then she met her biological mother, and it was awoken.
Right.
I'm reading this book called The Primal Wound. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, not specific to that one, but I imagine what that's about.
Yeah, and it's really great. I mean, a lot of it
They shouldn't.
touched on certain
You're 17. Why don't you read Pippi Longstocking?
But
that's a good book, actually.
Did they now?
Oh yeah, good time.
Here's the thing, Ashley, about reading books is it gives you an intellectual sort of framework to understand what's going on with you, but it does nothing to correct the problem.
Yeah, I know.
You need to be with another person processing this in a very careful, intimate way. And
not your boyfriend, a
Yeah,
therapist.
I was going to ask because
No
I'm
way.
extremely clingy. Like everything's
Get a therapist.
everything's become about sex and everything. Like I'm way too crazy with him.
Get a therapist. This is your
I
chance.
have a therapist. It's not really working out.
You talking? Is it a he or she?
She.
You talking to her about these feelings?
Yeah.
I bet it's because you're in therapy that you're starting to have these feelings. They'd be too dangerous, I suspect, if you were not in therapy.
Yeah, listen, if you're in pain, it doesn't mean it's not working out. It means you may be getting to something.
And the point is, it is working. That's why you're having these feelings.
All right. I got a feeling like I got to take a leak, so we will take ourselves a little break.
You'll need to be connected with another person when you carry out that dangerous and painful act.
That's you, baby.
Yeah, I'm going.
LoveLine. We'll be right back. Call on the 1-800-LOVE-191.
Yeah. LoveLine. Madam, that is true. We're going to keep going on the phones here tonight. Make fun of some more of the kids. Chris?
Yeah.
29. What's up?
Well, before I ask my question, I just got one thing to say. Because I've been listening to you guys for about 6 months, and I used to think that, Adam, you were a cool guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
But after I heard the little butt-kissing of the white Republicans earlier, I don't know if that's true anymore.
What in the hell is he talking about?
I don't know.
What was it? The Stonecutters, to quote from The Simpsons. Or, the Masons.
Oh, the Masons. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I thought you were someone that, agrees that the world is a pretty crappy place, right?
Well,
and,
no.
If these guys are running it, wouldn't that make them responsible?
Well, first off, I don't think the world is a pretty crappy place.
You say that every day.
I think there's a lot of room for improvement, but I think this country is better than just about any other country on the planet. And I think there's a lot of guys, your founding father types, your Ben Franklins and your
Bill Clinton.
And I don't know
Thomas Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson. I don't know if Clinton was a Freemason or not. I don't know his history. I've never heard him associated with that group. And Clinton's a Democrat, by the way. So I'm not quite sure what you're...
It's all the same kind of thing. I mean, these are the guys running the show, right?
Yeah.
I mean, every night,
listen.
What happened to Chris?
Yeah, hey, Chris, go look around the world. Check out some of the other folks running the show.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, see how they're doing over there.
Well, yeah, the whole thing is kind of messed up, but, I thought that, you're normally a guy that,
What happened to Chris? The big question here.
I don't know. Listen, I don't have a problem.
That's not my question.
I don't have a problem with everyone who's in a position of power just because they're in a position of power. I don't have a problem with the president because he's the president or the governor because he's the governor. They may make some decisions.
Way too much, or people that have way too much. And
what are you saying?
People. The abusers and all that stuff. People that have been doing that for forever.
Yeah. Okay. Listen.
That's not my question.
All right. But listen, a lot of you screwballs got a lot of theories about the man.
Screwballs. I am not screwball. I'm not a screwball.
All right. What the hell do you want?
By any means. Well, my question was, all right, my sister has, she's been going out with this chick, not for very long. And we went out drinking the other night.
Say this again. Your sister's been going out with a girl.
She's a lesbian.
My sister is a lesbian, yeah.
All right.
And she was going out with this chick. And we all actually went to karaoke, and it's funny. But we ended up drinking too much. And I helped out
Chris's parents.
And my sister went home. And, I was like, yeah, I'll give your girlfriend a ride home, whatever. And we ended up at my house and having sex.
All right, great. You must be good-looking. Are you a good-looking guy?
Not really.
Oh, man, how do you get laid?
I make a lot of money. I make a lot of money.
Oh, all right. What business are you in?
I'm a software engineer.
All right. What do you have hippie parents?
Do I have hippie parents? No, my parents are dicks.
No kidding. No kidding.
Going against the man.
Go figure.
Well, I mean, you figure the world is an awful place, and everyone in authority is.
The world is an awful place. What the world?
All right. Hey, kill yourself.
I'm not going to kill.
Why not?
Because I'm not going to give up.
Why? It's an awful place. I don't think it's an awful place.
Wait around and wait to die.
But the point is, your sister...
Listen, kill yourself if the world's an awful place. Do the math. Do the math, you genius.
The sister. Wait, the concern is your sister picks this idiot to be her girlfriend, and she, this woman that you've had sex with is a bad person. She's not worthy of your sister's affections. You have certainly violated your sister's trust. Take a look at yourself and your role in whether or not you should or shouldn't be trusted. And I understand you guys came from a terrible family system. It had to be that she would pick this kind of a person that you would think the world and everyone in authority are bad. It's not. Just look inside yourself and see if you can find a more realistic appraisal system for reality. Be able to stay connected with reality. Be able to understand how people work. Be able to understand what is and is not good in people. Because there's both in everybody.
All right, you got the weekend coming up. Come on, enjoy.
Well, then of course there was the mason jar in her ass.
Yeah,
it wasn't that guy.
It wasn't bogus.
No, I was just trying to squeeze a little something in at the end. Listen, if you really think the world's a horrible place, you should kill yourself. I mean, I know you don't condone that, but like I'm saying, if you're not depressed, you just are convinced the world's horrible and you live on the planet, you should remove yourself. I mean, do the math, You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he doesn't. His thing is, here's his thing. Everyone else is horrible. I'm great.
All right.
That's his deal.
Well, he's going to make the world a better place.
Yeah.
Mike?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You're 19. What's up?
We should put him in charge is the thing. So,
oh, yeah. Yeah. That'd be great.
But that's his thinking.
Right. All right. What's up there, Mike?
Tough call to follow after that last one.
Yeah.
Had a question for you guys. You see, I was molested when I was young, and let's see, since I've been dating since I was about 16, I always end up with rape victims or girls that have been molested by their family.
Well, that makes sense, right?
Good times.
Good times.
No, not really.
That doesn't make but it makes sense though, doesn't it?
It makes sense, but I don't understand why this keeps happening.
Well, that part of you that was so desperately hurt, if you see that piece in someone else, your sort of impulse is to rescue them or to prevent them from having that experience, lest it evokes something in you.
You see, that's exactly what I had a little bit of therapy, and that's exactly what she said. But
yeah, you're not in touch with that yet. Huh?
Well, he's 19. Cut him some slack. Who molested you?
A neighbor, basically.
How long did this go on?
When I was 2 till about 10 or 11.
It's a male or female?
Male.
Wow.
Do you have sexual identity problems?
No, not really.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, that means you got a lot of straight in you.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to keep it straight when you get bent.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's also problems. It's not just the dating of the girls. It's like I'll get in fist fights with people that are like date rapists, like that I know at school and stuff like that.
Good. Yeah, we're behind you.
Yeah.
I'd like to deploy you, maybe.
Hey, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
How come this went on for 7-8 years? I mean, your folks, they never...
Well, they didn't know. It was the son of their best friends. They lived next door to each other, and it basically stopped when we moved. So.
And so these kids were your age?
No, he was about 9-10 years older than me.
Oh,
beautiful.
Yeah,
bad times.
And my parents know now, but they're concerned with me being okay with dating these girls. I mean, it's not by choice. I mean, it isn't. You know,
hey, Mike.
Subconsciously.
Mike, let me tell you something. You're fine. You got hurdles to overcome. You got work to do. But you're 19. You sound very clear-headed. You're ahead of the game. You're working on yourself.
Yeah, you're
gonna because you're past. You're gonna make a few mistakes. I don't see any problems for you in the future.
All right, so I should just keep beating up on the bad guys out there.
You're 19 and you got a lot of extra energy and more because your neighbor gave you a little some.
Yeah.
You keep focusing on what you know is your problem, and you'll be fine. Listen, a lot of you folks started off in a little bit of a ditch, but the ones of you who realize you start off in a ditch will be out higher than the rest of us faster.
Mm-hmm.
Who don't realize where we are and don't care. You know what I mean?
If you've got that engine going to change.
Yeah, I mean it's like the athlete who may not have the vertical leap and the foot speed, but he realizes it, and he works harder than the guy who has some of the more natural abilities, and at the end of his career has achieved more.
Right.
Not because of what he had naturally, but what he was trying to overcome.
Right.
All right, where are we going here, Drew? Your thing fell off. There we go. Cody?
Yeah, hi.
You're 16. What's up?
Yeah, well, me and my girlfriend just recently started having sexual relations. And, she said that her mom and her sister couldn't have babies unless they took pills. And her mom's a nurse, and she said she would have to take pills too.
Yeah, those are Quaaludes, so you can have sex with them.
What is the pill?
I'm not sure. She didn't tell me, but she said that she could not get pregnant, and that she didn't want me to wear a condom.
Well, I wouldn't rely on that. I would assume she can't get pregnant. There's nothing...
I never heard any pill.
Well, she may be having difficulty ovulating or something, but still, she can get pregnant.
Yeah, because her mom's like a nurse, and
But your girlfriend's 16. She can get pregnant.
Yeah, and when I hear mom's a nurse, I hear crazy. When I hear nurse, I replace nurse with crazy. That's what I hear, crazy.
My mom's a crazy?
Mom's a crazy. She's currently in crazy school. she's crazing a bad head cold. That'd be nursing. All right, hey, Cody.
Yeah.
You find out exactly what the pill is and what the deal is. Wear a condom.
Just wear a condom.
All right, buddy.
Okay.
All right.
Or
All right.
you're on the pill.
All right, medium times. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back.
Hello, this is your radio. LoveLine will be right back.
Why can't everyone just be like us, Drew?
That'd be nice. Yeah.
I want to thank Lauren for doing a great job on the phones and the coffee all week long, and Sarah for doing a good job in that department as well. Of course, Engineer Anderson for sliding them potentiometers up and downs and doing a wonderful job. Let's see if Cody, our sleeping caller's been on hold. Oh, it is a different person.
He's gone. He's gone.
All right. Whatever good I said about Anderson, let's just retract that. Can we drop that? Yeah, okay.
What do we have on Sunday coming?
Hit the dump button. We got a bunch of chicks from the Three Sisters show on NBC. Good times.
I say, and David Allen, is that one of the chicks?
Okay, show. I don't know. People from a TV show we're not that interested in are going to be in here to talk about whatever it is they talk about.
Okay, that's
right,
nice.
That's the show.
Okay, I'm glad I brought it up.
You understand the routine now?
Yeah.
All right. And our job's to act interested, not only them, but our show.
I see.
All right?
Yeah.
All right, unless their publicist is listening, in which case they will not be. All right. So until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew. Oh, I want to thank producer Ann, too, who's not here, out of sight, out of mind. She did a great job all week. So until next time, Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew, saying mahalo.
This has been LoveLine. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for LoveLine is Ann Wilkins Ingold. LoveLine is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.